here. This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone.
Hey, put that
You meet new
Nat
people
sound
and make
mic back up
connections.
since nobody's over here.
It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
That you just saw here on the ICC Sports Network. I'm Adam Gore. Thanks for joining us. And what I'll say is, since my mic was muted during that, if you're just now joining us, D-Mac and Jones getting set to square off here. The Bears picked up a 5-3 win over the Indians in the first game of the day. Jones dropped an 11-7 decision to Wallace in the game just before this one. As we're getting set for the Guaranty Bank opening pitch here between Jones and D-Mac. Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank. New name, same great service. Tommy Chamley and all the fine folks proud to sponsor today's game. This is Ellie Nelson to start us off. That Guaranty Bank pitch at 4:53, so just under an hour behind schedule. As that first pitch went for a ball. 1-0 is the count here. Michael Upton has stepped away for the moment. He'll join us again for the nightcap as that pitch just a bit high. 2-0 now is the count. Sawyer is pitching here for Jones. 2-0 is the count here to Nilsson, Ellie Nilsson. That pitch missing low for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. Well, we got a new set of umpires in here for the third and fourth game, at least the new one behind the plate. So 3-0 is the count here to Nielsen, the third baseman, taking the whole way that time in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. We do welcome those that are watching in favor of D-Mac, and also a special hello to those that are watching in favor of Jones this evening. Should call it pre-evening. It's not quite evening yet. Ground ball back to the pitcher, snagged and thrown over in time for the putout. Nice job after falling behind the count to come back and get that ground out. 1-3 for the first out of the inning. So one away now. And this is going to bring Ironside to the plate. She's playing second base. D-Mac, I've got him 7-4 on the year. Jones 12-5. That pitch missing low for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. The third of 4 games this afternoon. Next game would be Wallace and ICC in the nightcap. And she went on the swing that time, just could not hold off on it. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the first. Talked about it. 4 of the most tradition-rich programs in the country scoring off this afternoon here. Is that pitch missing low? 2-0. Of course, Jones and ICC in the same conference. Wallace State, a powerhouse over in Alabama, and DMAC, or Des Moines area, one of those national powerhouses as well. That pitch in there for a strike, 2-2 now is the count. So good day of softball so far. Seen a little bit of everything. If you liked a pitching duel, that's what you got in the first game of the day. Then if you want to break out the hit sticks, that's what you got in the second game. Ball in the dirt, 3-2 now is the count here to Ironside. We'll give you the lineups in between the innings here. Of course, those lineups being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics and Itawamba Community College. 3-2 now is the count. This pitch lifted up. Center fielder giving chase, back to the wall, and will make the catch on the warning track. Wow. That ball had a lot more jump off the bat than I anticipated there. As Ironside flies out, that's 2 away now, and this will bring Palmer, the right fielder, to the plate. We just saw Wallace connect on 4 home runs in their win over Jones. And so now this is Palmer, the right fielder, digging in with 2 outs and nobody on. This is that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Palmer. There's a grounder, but a great play there defensively by Sawyer. Look what I found. Tosses it over. 3 up, 3 down. Goes DMAC there in the top of the first inning. I told you we'll give you the lineup, so we'll do that now as we shift towards the bottom of the second here. We've already introduced you to the first 3 batters of the contest this afternoon here, so let's go ahead and reintroduce you to those. That's Nelson playing third base, Ironside at second base, Palmer is in right field. Batting fourth would be the shortstop, Kelly. The DP would be McCudden. She's batting fifth. Batting sixth and catching is Swanson. Batting seventh and pitching for DMAC is going to be Donahue. And then you've got Traywin over at first base, Walker in left field. She's batting ninth. And the flex is going to be the center fielder, Freer. For Jones, the lineup will look like this. In center field is going to be Montana. Second baseman is Moore. Mizell is going to be at third base. We've already talked about Sawyer in the circle here for Jones. Steverson will be the first baseman. Fontenot will be at shortstop. Jones will be in right field. Dale will be the DP. Jackson will be in left field. And Blakeney will be the center fielder. She is the flex player. That starting lineup being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Coke and ICC. Now that's a winning combination. And, well, don't got a dog in the race in this one, but do anticipate to this one to be a good one as we get set here for the bottom of the first. So this will be Montana, Moore, and Mizell coming up here for Jones in the bottom of the first inning. Jones, they exploded for 5 runs in the bottom of the first against Wallace, but Wallace eventually got the bats going and was able to come away with an 11-7 win in the second game of the day. Swinging on the first pitch, fouls it back for strike one. Still a good crowd coming out, as always. When Jones travels, they travel well. Been a lot of good softball played on this field between ICC and Jones, and appreciate them making the trip up here. As this pitch popped up, center fielder is going to float over and will squeeze it for the out. 1 away. So with 1 out now, this is going to bring Moore to the plate. She is the second baseman. Sun starting to sneak out here as it begins to set over the waterway. Kind of see it shining a little bit there in the upper right-hand part of your screen, especially when we go to the wide shot. Is that pitch high for a ball? See it kind of just tucking itself away there. Be a good shot once we get the new building built here. Of course, new press box, softball locker room, tennis, men's and women's locker rooms going up. As there's a swing and a miss for strike one. Now, when we talk about the stadium, I do want to remind folks, as I mentioned earlier, there are naming opportunities available for the park. So, I don't know, again, if your wife was a all-conference second baseman playing here at ICC, I mean, I'm just saying, it'd be a good way to show your love for your wife is to put her name on the field here, or at least on the press box. Count goes 2-1. For those that may be wondering why I say that for a second time, my buddy Kevin Maloney, who's the SID down there at Jones, as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Well, he wised up. He married him an ICC girl. His wife was a all-conference second baseman here at ICC. Kat. No, Kevin's watching back home, so shout out to my boy Kev. 2-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss for strike three. Nice job taking something off of that one. The first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. 2 away now, and this will bring Mizell, the third baseman, to the plate. So with 2 away here. Slight breeze picking up. It's been blowing all over the place. It's been blowing into the park, out of the park. Traditionally blows from left field to right field, basically foul pole to foul pole. As the sun really creeping out now. That pitch in there for a strike. Well, I tell you what, Swanson, a firecracker behind the plate. Each time there's a strike, she is pumping up her pitcher. I like it. They're going to not appeal as, I'm going to say that pitch missing outside, so she did not commit to the swing. So 1-1 now is the count here, as this is Mizell, the third baseman, at the dish. That pitch up high. 2-1 now is the count. Sawyer's on deck if Mizell is able to reach. 2-1 is the count. Pitch on its way. Change up that hangs up. 3-1 now goes the count here to Mizell. As we talked about, a good crowd here. There's a lot of the ICC fans sitting up on the hill with some of the players. Of course, they'll play the nightcap against Wallace. 3-1 pitch on its way. That one right down the middle. Nice job coming right back, getting that strike at the knees. 3-2 now is the count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. D-Mac trying to get a 3-up, 3-out inning, much like Jones did in the top half. This pitch popped up, and it's going to be out of play. As that one just gets over the net and into the stands here below us. We'll stay at 3-2. Well, the first time today, the sun has really just been intensely out this afternoon. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A Renaissance Bank strikeout. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts for a 3-up, 3-down inning. We've played 1, no score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the top of the second inning. Jones and D-Mac scoreless here for the Bears. It'll be 4, 5, 6. Kelly, McCudden, and Swanson scheduled up here. That first pitch going to miss low and inside for a ball. Well, glad the weather turned out the way it did. It was cold and rainy throughout the week, but now it's turned into an absolute beautiful day here at the ballpark as that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Kelly. Sawyer in the circle here for Jones. This pitch popped up off the netting, and 1-2 now will go the count. Remind you of some more of our sponsors: Fagata's Mexican Restaurant, Raising Cane's, the ICC Baptist Student Union, and the ICC Wesley Foundation. All proud sponsors of all this action here on the ICC Sports Network as there's swing and a miss for strike three. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there to start the inning, the first of the game for Sawyer. And so with one out in the inning, this will bring McCudden, the DP, to the plate. We're in the top of the second, no score. Third of 4 games here at the ICC Softball Complex. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. So waiting the 0-1 pitch here. That one drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Well, there's no doubting the energy of this Bears squad. They have been vocal since they've got to the ballpark. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here on the DP McCudden. Not knocking them whatsoever. I like the energy. So 1-2 is the count. Pitch coming. Fouled off the netting. Counts just the edge of it there. As that one fouled off, we'll stay at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. That pitch missing low. 2-2 now is the count. So 2-2 is the count here. 1 out, nobody on base for the Bears. This one fouled back off the netting. And we'll stay at 2-2. Of course, we talk about the start of softball season. We're getting close to the start of conference play, which means we're getting close to the start of postseason play in basketball. And there's swinging strike 3. Just had her all sorts of confused on that one, as she tried to check the swing and then just tried to make contact. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts now. 2 away. And this is going to bring up Swanson, the catcher. So Swanson's going to try to come in and spark a 2-out rally here for DMAC. Listen to that first pitch, high and outside for a ball. Well, as we mentioned, if you've been watching today, we'll have another one coming up at the conclusion of this one between ICC and Wallace State. 1-0 is the count here to Swanson. Hits this one, but right to the shortstop, and that will do it. Another 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Bears. We've played 1.5. We'll take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half bacon cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza is the world's greatest combination.
Carl? What are you doing here? You're picking up for a friend, right?
I'm sorry, PB&J. Here, try some for yourself.
How dare you?
Order online to try slices and sticks with bacon or jalapeno for $7.99.
Pizza.
Welcome back now as we shift to the bottom of the second inning. Still scoreless here in Fulton as Jones and Des Moines Area Community College, a.k.a. DMAC, doing battle here. Jones, they just dropped a tough one, 11-7 to Wallace. DMAC won their first game of the day, 5-3 over ICC. So this is going to be Sawyer coming to the plate. She's pitching here for Jones. Takes a healthy swing at that one, misses for strike one. 0-1 the count here to Sawyer. Is Sawyer, Steverson, and Fontenot due up here? Another swing and a miss. 0-2 now is the count to Sawyer. So 0-2 the count. See if get her to chase something out of the zone. She does foul this one back, and we'll stay at 0-2. Good show of sportsmanship there for Swanson as she gave the batter a heads up. The ball was coming right back to her. 0-2 will stay the count. Getting the signal now, set to deliver. 0-2 pitch coming. And there's strike three. Got her looking at that one. That is the third straight Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Donahue. And now this will bring Steverson, the first baseman, to the plate here for Jones. So one out here in the inning. Steverson playing first base in their second game of the day. This is that first pitch in there for a strike. But whatever Donahue is doing it well as she is filling up the strike zone and getting ahead of batters early here. She's gotten 3 straight Renaissance Bank strikeouts. There's a little off-speed pitch ahead of that one. 0-2 now is the count to Steverson. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. No score here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another one. 4 straight now. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. If you're a fan of those SEC shorts that you see throughout the football season, well, Renaissance Bank makes those possible. Visit renaissanceNation.com to go by and check out that and some other videos that Renaissance does there for you. Renaissance Bank. What's next? Find out by visiting renaissancebank.com. That pitch in there for a strike. This is Fontenot at the plate. 0-1 is the count. Donahue looks to the dugout to get the call here. This one fouled back, and 0-2 is the count. Right now, if I'm the pitching coach, man, you got an easy job. You just look at her and say, throw what feels good. Because everything she's throwing is looking crisp, is finding the strike zone, and Jones has just not figured out the riddle that is Donahue just yet. 0-2 is the count here to Fontenot. That one's off the fist. Shortstop finds it, throws over, and is in time for the out. Close bang-bang play there, but I do agree, 6-3 on the putout for another 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing going for either squad here early on. We're going to take a break and be back with more. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the third inning. Still scoreless here between DMAC and Jones. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for the Bears. Donahue, Traywin, and Walker scheduled up. Swing on the first pitch, and what a grab by the third baseman. Throw across the way is in time. We talked about it in a couple of games, or a couple of times in the last game. Mizell has just been money on that corner over there for Jones. One pitch, one out. And now this is going to bring Traywin to the plate, first baseman here for the Bears. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So one ball, no strikes, one out, nobody on base here for the Bears. This one's fouled off. That'll even the count at 1-1. That one came off the foot of Traywin. She's going to try to walk it off for a moment. So awaiting the 1-1 offering here from Sawyer. That one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. One ball, two strikes, one out, nobody on. We're in the top of the third inning. And that one in there for strike three. The third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And boy, we've got a good pitcher's duel brewing here early on. 2 away now. This is going to bring up the number 9 batter, left fielder Walker to the plate. There's 2 outs. And Walker will dig in, trying to spark a 2-out rally here. Shows bunt, lays it down, but it goes foul for strike 1. Oh, 1 the count here to Walker. If she were to find a way on, then we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Ellie Nilsson. And that pitch, I'm going to say she swung at it. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the third. Scoreless between Jones and DMAC. Pitch on its way. That one missing high. Not a bad spot to miss there if you're Sawyer. Get her to chase anything if she does. Typically just going to pop it up. Now the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jones trying to find another 3-up, 3-down inning. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Both pitchers have 4 of those this afternoon, as we'll take a break and be back with more. Let's hear from Renaissance one more time here on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Jones, Dale, and Jackson. 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for the Bobcats of Jones. This pitch popped up, out of play for strike 1. Well, Jones had that big-time home run to center field in that 11-7 loss in the game before this one. Getting a note from Kevin Maloney saying that was the 70th K of the season for Sawyer. She's 7th most in Division II softball. Is that pitch missing for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. So 1-1. The count here to Jones. You've had quite the pitcher's duel so far as this one popped up out of play. We'll move now to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Donahue getting the signal from the dugout. Now gets set to deliver. There's a ground ball, but a foul ball, and we'll stay at 1-2. Nice job by Jones finding a piece of that one. She had to stretch out to find it that time, as might have chased ball 2, but keeps the at-bat alive here with the foul ball. Well, we've had all sorts of crazy cloudy weather today, but luckily no rain has come into the area. I think it's supposed to move in Monday and then stay a while here in North Mississippi. That pitch missing low, 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out is Jones, the right fielder, starting us off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch on its way. This one popped up, foul and out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still no outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score here in the 3rd game of the afternoon. Nightcap will feature ICC and Wallace. Awaiting the 2-2 offering here from Donahue. This one fouled back, and a nice battle between Jones and Donahue right now. So I believe that's about the 4th ball that Jones has fouled off in this bat. So waiting the 2-2 pitch coming up here from Donahue. This one rips, got a chance deep down the line, but foul. That one was on a rope there, but just goes foul about 2 foot down the line. And we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on the right fielder. This is Jones trying to find a way to win this battle. Neither team has given up a hit yet. 2-2 pitch. That one drifts high for a ball. 3-2 now is the count. Well, this has been a heck of a battle here. Got to think this is about the 11th pitch at bat right now. As Jones will dig in. Donahue looking towards the dugout to get the signal for the pitch. Checks her wrist and now set to deliver. And she walked her. Great at bat there by Jones. Fouled off 5 or 6 pitches and eventually drew the walk. And so the first base runner of the day on the bases for either team. And now this will bring Dale, the DP, to the plate with no outs and a runner at first. Here for Jones. That is Jones at first. And so now this will be Dale. She's the DP. She's batting in place of the center fielder, Blakeney. So she'll dig in with no outs. That pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1 the count. Well, we'll see how aggressive Jones wants to be here today, as we've already seen hits. Well, we continue to see it. Hits have not been plentiful here in this game. This has been a great pitcher's duel so far. That pitch goes high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Each pitcher with 4 strikeouts. And Jones was the first base runner of the game, as we just mentioned. Dale at the dish. Swings and misses. Strike 2. 1-2 now is the count. Swanson, as we talked about, very active, very vocal behind the plate. She was ready to throw if Jones thought about trying to swipe second. Now the count goes 1-2. No outs. Runner at first here for the Bobcats. That pitch high for a ball. Count will even up now at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Third baseman creeping in just a little bit, not a whole lot. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and that's a big one for the first out of the inning. As that's Donahue with her 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Now this will be Jackson. She's batting in the 9 hole, playing in left field. 1 out in the inning with a runner at first here for the Bobcats. Swings on this one late, fouls it out of play, strike 1. Thought I heard someone fall. I saw Sammy Day walk by, so I'm not going to miss an opportunity to laugh. But it wasn't Sammy, so once again, she ruins my day. 0-1 is the count. Line, and what a play by third, and Jones gets back just in time. As we've seen some great plays at third base this afternoon, that was another one of them there. 2 outs now, and Jones was able to get back just before the throw got to first base. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, we flip it back to the top of the lineup here. And this will be the center fielder, Montana, coming to the dish. So Montana trying to spark a 2-out rally here for Jones. Runner at first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd, no score. There's a shot. Shortstop gets it. Slow roller. Throw across the way. Nice dig and got her. Low throw, but a nice play over there at first base by Traywin. And, D-Mac gets out of a little bit of a jam there. And we're still scoreless after 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back now as we shift to the top of the fourth inning. Still no score here in our third game of the day. We do want to welcome those that are watching in favor of Jones this afternoon, as well as our friends from DMAC. Quite the stacked day of softball. We talked about four of the most successful programs in JUCO softball over the last 10 years. All coming down here this afternoon, scoring off against each other. Hopefully this will be a tradition, as there's been a lot of good softball play today, and this is another showing of it here. That pitch missing. 2-0 now, I believe, is the count. Well, as we talked about, that DMAC dugout, boy, energy for days. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 2-1 now is the count. Well, Emma Rose Thompson was up here with me for a second. Thought she might try to jump on the broadcast. She did our Want to Play Wednesday last week, but she said she got to go get focused on the game. There's a shot right back to the pitcher. Scoops that one up, throws it over in time, 1-3 for the putout of Nielsen. That's the second time that Nielsen has been put out, 1-3. One out now, and this is going to bring Ironside back to the plate. She flew out to center field in her only appearance so far. And so she'll try to get something going here for the Bears. Swing and a miss. Healthy cut at that one. 0-1 now is the count. Well, not only do we have 4 ball games today, we've got 2 basketball games tomorrow, as we'll have sophomore night over at the DEC. As that pitch missing for a ball, 1-1 now is the count. I know, Jones, you've got basketball, but if there's any DMAC fans out there looking for something to do tomorrow night, tune in right back here on the Red Channel. 5:30, we'll have the Davis Ford pregame show coming your way at 5:20. That pitch missing low. 2-1 now is the count. That is, hopefully my voice will last that long. It might be a blessing if it don't. Jim Ingram will join me for that broadcast in the DEC. 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. Or no, he said it was a ball. I thought the count was, hold on. Everybody's confused here. It should be a 2-2 count, or at least a 3-1 count. No, they're going to say it's ball 4. Wow. No, that should be 3-1. (3-1) is the count. Okay, they are going to send her back, so we'll see what they're going to flash officially. I had it as 2-2, but if anything, it's 3-1. And it is 3-1. So I knew she swung at the first pitch, so it had to be at least one strike in the mix. 3-1 pitch coming. And he's going to walk her either way. Wow. Ironside gets a gift there as that one looked pretty good. Each team now with one walk in the contest. And now this will be Palmer who grounded out to the pitcher coming to the plate here. She's playing in right field. She grounded out 1-3 to end the first. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Again, we'll talk about DMAC like we'll talk about Jones the previous inning. Are they going to be aggressive on the bases because hits have been few and far in between for both these teams? 0-1 is the count. Palmer lays down the bunt. Oh, just had some wicked juju on that one as it goes foul for strike 2. I believe pool players call that English on the ball. So 0-2 now is the count. This pitch fouled back. Catcher couldn't hang on to it. And we'll stay at 0-2. This is Palmer, as we mentioned. Grounded out to the pitcher. And her only at bat so far here. Got a runner at first with one out. 0-2 is the count here to Palmer. Attempts at that one. That's strike 3. The 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Sawyer. She continues to climb up those poles. I believe 71st strikeout of the season as time is called. Let's take the timeout with them here from Guarantee Bank.
Guarantee Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guarantee Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back. Just a quick conversation between the coach and pitcher there. Kind of got a laugh out of her, so I don't know if she was trying to break a little bit of the intensity. Now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Kelly coming to the plate. She's the shortstop. Struck out swinging. And that one hit her. Well, that one got away from her. And so for the first time today, we've got a runner in scoring position here for either team. 2 outs in the inning. DMAC trying to get something going here as McCudden, the DP, coming to the plate. Runners on first and second, but there is 2 outs in the inning, so there could be a quick exit around this little bit of a jam here for the Bobcats. See which team can get something going here. Top of the 4th, no score. That pitch finds the edge for strike. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Runners at first and second here for the Bears. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Evens up the count now at 1-1. If McCudden were to reach, that could possibly load the bases or maybe even drive in a run with something down to the outfield. Swanson is on deck here for the Bears. This one popped up. Right fielder calling everyone off. Will come in and make the play and get the out. Nice job there getting that fly ball out to right field to get out of the jam with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, but before we do that, we're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back now as we shift to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still no score. First time we had a runner in scoring position. Wherever Ironside walk and advance after Kelly was hit by a pitch. 2, 3, 4 batters due up for Jones here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Moore, Mizell, and Sawyer all scheduled up here this inning. Swings on the first pitch he sees, pops it up, back and out of play. Foul ball, strike one. That one went near the new pickleball courts. Got our intramural pickleball tournament coming up soon here at ICC. This pitch foul back, 0-2 now is the count here on Moore. Moore, Mizell, and Sawyer scheduled up. 0-0 is your score here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That pitch drifts high, 1-2 now is the count. Well, the scoreboard showing 1-1. It is 1-2. So what is the 1-2 offering here from Donahue? Swing and a miss for strike three. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout, the 6th of the game there for Donahue. As I said, if you're a fan of pitching, this has been your ideal game here. Now with one out, nobody on, bottom of the fourth. This is going to bring Mizell to the plate. She had a great defensive play to rob somewhat of a hit. That was in the previous game, that pitch in there for a strike. I was thinking it was this game, but it was actually the third baseman, Nielsen, for DMAC that had the great defensive play. That pitch across for a strike, 0-1 is the count. One out here. Nobody on. Lights are on at the ballpark as the sun continues to tuck itself to bed behind the waterway. Is that pitch missing for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. Donahue checking, now set to deliver. And they're going to say foul ball, as she did get a piece of that one. Now the count goes 1-2 here on Mizell. One and two, the count. Donahue set to deliver here, the 1-2 offering. Drifts a little high, 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One away, nobody on base right now here for the Bobcats. Waiting the 2-2 offering. Ground ball up the middle, shortstop gets it. Throw across the way is dropped. Good throw, but the first baseman could not come away with it. And that will be a error. E3 on the play. The throw was there in plenty of time. Just took her eye off the prize, did the first baseman. And that could be a big moment of the ball game right now. As we said, neither pitcher has given up a whole lot here in this game. The second base runner of the evening here for Jones to get on the bases. As that's Mizell, and now up is going to be Sawyer. Sawyer, good pitcher, equally good batter here. Can really change the complexity of this game with one swing of the bat. That pitch missing high and outside for a ball. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Sawyer struck out looking in her only at bat so far. One-0 is the count. That pitch drifts high, 2-0 now. Swanson wanting to come out and kind of calm her pitcher down a little bit. Her infield rallying behind her as well. I tell you, I really like how this DMAC squad just positive, lifting everybody up, trying to will their pitcher to an out here. 2-0 is the count. And got that one by her. 2-1 now. The count here to Sawyer. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first here for the Bobcats. No score in the bottom of the 4th inning. Waiting the 2-1 pitch. That one finds the zone. 2-2 now is the count. Like Sawyer didn't necessarily like the call there, but looked pretty good. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. Jones trying to find their first hit. Actually, both teams still trying to find their first hit of the game. Pitch on its way. This one blasted deep, and no, it's off the top of the wall. Me and the rest of the Jones squad thought that was a home run. Instead, it was a double. So a sigh of relief there for DMAC fans, as that one just a little bit more would have been out of the ballpark, but instead goes for a double. It's the first hit for either team today. And now time is taken here by the Bears. Timeout on the field. Let's take it with them here from Guarantee Bank.
Guarantee Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guarantee Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back as the conversation continues in the circle here. That is as close as you can get to hitting a home run in this ballpark without actually hitting one out. You see there, I don't know how well you can see it out there in the outfield, but there's a yellow protected pipe over the fence out there. Well, that's what it hit off of. Just a little bit more, and it would have been out of the ballpark. So if you're a DMAC fan, you know what? Say, hey, let's shake that one off. Let's go get the batter here. See if we can still get out of this inning with no damage done. But now Jones with a great opportunity. Runners on second and third with only 1 out in the inning. And this is going to bring Steverson to the dish. RBI opportunity here for Steverson. That pitch missing high for a ball. 1-0 the count. Donahue getting the signal, now set to deliver the 1-0 pitch. Steverson fouls this one back. 1-1 now is the count. We'll remind you the next game, ICC and Wallace State. That will cap off this 4-game day here at the ballpark. First time we've gotten a chance to play on our field this year. Construction going on, not complete yet, but finally finalized enough to be able to get out here. As that pitch in there for a strike, 1-2 now. The count here to Steverson. We have played a couple other home games out at Tupelo, but most of our games have been on the road, so this is a road warrior type team out of the Indians. 1-2 the count for Steverson. And there's strike 3. Beautiful pitch there. Got her looking, came right back on the inside. She was looking for something on the outside. 7th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and it was a big one. 2 outs in the inning now. As we talked about, hits have been few and far in between this contest. Jones with their best opportunity so far this evening with runners on second and third with 2 outs. And now this is going to bring Fontenot to the plate. She grounded out to the shortstop in her only appearance so far. Donahue looking for the exit. That pitch in there for strike 1. Boy, you can just feel the intensity at the ballpark right now. 0-1 is the count here to Fontenot. That pitch, a beautiful pitch there. A breaking pitch. It turned over right back in the strike zone. Had Fontenot really confused on the pitch there. Now 0-2 is the count. Can the Bears get out of this inning with no damage done? Can the Bobcats find a timely hit here with 2 outs with runners on second and third? Donahue set to deliver. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts to end the inning. We played 4, still no score. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back now as we shift to the top of the 5th inning. What a ball game we've got going here, as only 1 hit, and that belongs to Sawyer, who is in the circle here for Jones. Still no score. Jones had runners at second and third, but back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts by Donahue erased the threat as there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. D-Mac had runners on first and second in the previous inning after a hit batters and a walk, but a fly out to right field ended the threat there as well. Ball in the dirt, 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Sun continuing to set here in Fulton. But welcome those watching in favor of D-Mac and Jones as that pitch high and outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, no out, nobody on here, as this is Swanson, Donahue, and Traywin scheduled up here for the Bears. This one fouled off, and it evens up the count now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got quite the pitcher's duel here. 5 strikeouts for Donahue. 8 strikeouts for Donahue. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. And that was number 6 for Sawyer. And now with 1 out, this is going to bring up Donahue to the plate. She grounded out to the third baseman in her only appearance so far in the contest. And ouch, that one hit the home plate umpire. Both the catcher and the batter and the pitcher checking on him. He said it hit him in the chest protector. That's the reason why it sounded so loud. And that'll go for a ball. Man, that's hurt. 1-0 the count. There's a grounder. Third baseman scoops it up. Throw across the way. A little high, but a nice stretch for the putout. 5-3. Second time Donahue has grounded out over there to third. That was Mizell on the play. And now there's 2 outs. Bears coach want to take a time out here and talk to Traywin, who will dig in with 2 outs and nobody on base here. Top of the 5th inning. Still no score here between D-Mac and Jones. 2 of the top teams in the country go in battle here. This has got a postseason big game feel to it. Has since the opening pitch. That pitch high for a ball. 1-0. This game might come down to conditioning in the pitchers. Which one has the most gas left in the tank late as that pitch drifts high for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Only one hit so far in the contest, and that was a double by Sawyer, who mentioned she's pitching in this game. 2-0 now is the count here. This is the first baseman, Traywin. That pitch high. 3-0 now is the count. One of the few times this evening that Sawyer has fallen behind a batter. She's only walked one. She's also hit a batter today. So 3-0 pitch. Feel like the red light to be on here. It was, and that's in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. You hear the chant of 3-1 to back up my call of the count there. That pitch drifts high, and that's going to be a walk. Second walk of the game issued there by Sawyer. 2 outs in the inning, now a runner at first, and this is going to bring Walker to the plate. She struck out swinging. And so she will try to see if she can spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the 5th. Runner at first. Still no score here in this one. Bunt laid down. They're going to try to beat the throw, but does not. Mizell says, do not test me. As she got the runner by 2.5 steps there. 5-3 on the putout. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, but before we do that, let's hear a few words from our sponsors, including Coke and Little Caesars, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Have some for yourself.
Yes.
No!
Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza.
And welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still scoreless here in this pitcher's duel. And it's been a good one. 7, 8, 9 batters. Jones, Dale, and Jackson scheduled up here. Jones looks at that first pitch, low and outside for a ball. The lights are on here at the ballpark. Quadruple header coming your way here today. This is game 3 of 4 here on the ICC Sports Network. We appreciate everyone that's tuned in today. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Happy to be able to bring the non-ICC games your way as that pitch in there for a strike. Especially those from Jones and, of course, our friends from Des Moines area that couldn't make the trip down here. Not a short drive from Jones, but also not the same drive that you would have if you came with DMAC. But they did bring quite the crowd with them. As that pitch missing low for a ball. I believe they played up at Northeast the last 2 days maybe, or at least yesterday, I believe. Jones walked and was left stranded. That was back in the 3rd inning. She's got a 2-1 count here. That pitch goes high for a ball. 3-1 now is the count here to Jones. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she transferred from McNeese, maybe? I say that because, as I mentioned, she's from Vardaman, and her mom was a grade ahead of me in high school. As this pitch popped up, and it's going to get out of play. Now the count will go full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs as Jones is starting us off here in the bottom of the 5th. So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. Pitch on its way. This one lifted. Left fielder going back, and foul. Well, she had a pitch just like that in her last at bat. She took it for a ride, but just pulled that one down the line. This time a little bit further, about 3-foot foul down the line. And so nothing there but a hold your breath fly ball that went foul. 3-2 will stay the count here on Jones. She did have that the home run to dead center in the loss to Wallace. So waiting the 3-2 pitch here to Jones. And she draws the walk. Second time this game that she has drawn a walk. And now she'll bring up Dale to the plate. Dale will dig in with no outs, a runner at first. Still a scoreless contest as we're in the bottom of the 5th inning here. Dale struck out swinging in her only appearance so far in the contest. Donahue still in the circle here for the Bears. Set to deliver. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it for a ball. Well, this type of game, it could be who can execute small ball play the best. You see Jones tried to attempt the bunt there, but pulled back, took it for ball 1. Runner at first, that's Jones, who reaches on her second walk of the ball game. (1-0) the count here to Dale. She shows bunt, and they're going to say she did not attempt at that one. And now 2-0 is the count. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Runner at first here for the Bobcats. We're in the bottom of the 5th of a scoreless contest. Waiting the 2-0 pitch here from Donahue. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes that one for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. We'll switch to the wide angle view so you can watch the defense as they charge in. Very unique thing to softball. See if she shows bunt one more time. You'll see the third baseman charging in hard here. She does. Lays it down. Pitcher, only one play. It's over to first, and it's just in time. 1-3 on the put out there. Sacrifice bunt moves the runner to second with 1 out. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. If you're an ICC student, they encourage you to worship with them on Monday nights at 7:07. That's the ICC BSU. Now with 1 out, this is going to bring Jackson to the plate. Runner did advance to second. That's Jones. There's a line drive right back to the pitcher. Jones was able to scamper back in a hurry. Boy, that was a big out there. Had it happen a little bit quicker, might have had a chance at possibly turning 2, but man, if Donahue can get out of another jam here. Jones had runners on second and third in the 4th. Now with another runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th as we go back to the top of the lineup in Montana. 2 outs, runner at second, no score here in the bottom of the 5th. This pitch, foul back, strike 1. So 0-1 the count here. Montana at the plate, 0 for 2 today. A ground out to the shortstop and a fly ball out to center field. Got an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Pitch coming. This one popped up. Center fielder's going to have to hurry, and she gets there. Great play out there in center field as she was able to make a difficult play look easy. And we've played 5. Still no score in this one, folks. Don't you dare go anywhere. We've got a good one brewing here. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
This is a place to create your future.
And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back now as we head to the top of the 6th inning. 1, 2, 3 batters due up here for the Bears. Nielsen, Ironside, and Palmer. Nielsen 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts back to the pitcher. Top of the 6th inning, no score. That pitch runs inside for a ball. Again, if you've been with us all day, we encourage you to stick around for our next game, as it'll be ICC and Wallace State in the nightcap, part of today's quadruple header here on the ICC Sports Network. 1-0 is the count here to Nelson. Listen to that pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count. So 2-0 the count here to Nielsen. Ironside on deck. Late swing at that one misses. 2-1 now is the count. So 2-1 now the count here to Ellie Nielsen. Pops this one up. Left fielder's going to give chase, and it's going to get out of play, as now the count will even up at 2-2. Well, hopefully once we do get the new press box built, we'll have a better chance at getting a camera that can cover the entire field in those situations, or have a work study join us that can pan the camera around. We're kind of just piecing it together as we get to that point. 2-2 pitch. Hammered right side, foul ball, and we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Nielsen, the leadoff batter, as we mentioned, 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of ground outs back to the pitcher. Sawyer in the circle here for Jones. She's got 6 Renaissance Bank strikeouts, looking for 7. Got quite the pitcher's duel today as Donahue, she has struck out, I believe, 8. It's that pitch in the dirt. 3-2 now is the count. Of course, we're not in the press box, so I'm having to kind of guess here. Yep, she's got 8 of those strikeouts. Don't have a light here where I'm at. Count goes full at 3-2. Nielsen's going to have to guard the dish here. Sawyer delivers. Swing on and miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, 7th of the game for Sawyer. And this instant classic continues between 2 of the top teams in the country in DMAC and Jones. 1 out. This will bring up Ironside. She's 0 for 1 today with the walk. Was left stranded in scoring position in her last at-bat as she advanced around to second. She's also flown out to center field. That first pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Ironside, the second baseman. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes that one for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 6th. No score. Sawyer getting set to deliver. That one right down the middle with some authority, as you heard the pop in the mitt there. 1-2 now is the count here to Ironside. 1-2 now the count. Sawyer ready to deliver. This pitch popped up, straight up, and it's going to get out of play over the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If you'd like to find out how you can contribute to ICC athletics, or if you've enjoyed today's broadcast and would like to help future broadcasts, you can do so by joining the Indian Club and donating to the Sports Information Department. Just go to iccms.edu/Indian Club. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. And you can select sports information, or if you'd like to support the softball team as well, or any other sport here at ICC, you can do so at iccms.edu/Indian Club. 2-2 is the count here. 1 out, Ironside at the plate. That pitch just missing outside. Try to get her to chase one. Good eye on the part of Ironside to hold off on that one. Three-two is the count. Nobody on. There's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Sawyer rocks, set to deliver. This one jammed and will go foul. Nice job fighting that pitch off as it goes towards the home dugout there. And the count will stay full at 3-2. So 3-2 is the count. And there's ball 4. So a 1-out walk. Second time tonight that Ironside has drawn a walk. Such was the case for Jones. She's walked twice as well. And so now with 1 out and a runner at first, this is going to bring Palmer to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. She's also grounded out to the pitcher. Does D-Mac try to roll the dice a little bit here, move the runner into scoring position? They do lay down the bunt. Mizell zips it across for the out. Another sacrifice bunt there. Anybody but Mizell over there at third might have been a bang-bang play, but, man, she made that look easy. Now with 2 outs. And this is going to be Kelly at the plate. She was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat. She has struck out swinging in her first at-bat. Looks at that first pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 the count here. Kelly at the plate. She's the shortstop defensively for D-Mac. Pitch on its way. That one high. Good job there by the catcher. I believe that's Blakeney. That was able to go up and climb the ladder and get that one. 2-0 now is the count. Intense moment here at the ballpark. Runner in scoring position here. 2 outs in the inning. 2-0 is the count. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop's going to have to hurry. Throw across the way and gets her by a step. 6-3 to get out of the jam. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, but before we do that, we'll take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next? So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. There's been a change, but did not get it reported up here to the makeshift press box. But Donahue is still in the circle here. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 2, 3, 4 batters due up for Jones, Moore, Mizell, and Sawyer. Bottom of the 6th. That first pitch going to miss low and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. And again, remind you to stay tuned. At the conclusion of this one, we'll have ICC and Wallace State coming up. The nightcap part of the quadruple header here. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. One ball, one strike, no out. Moore 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts swinging. Awaiting the 1-1 pitch here from Donahue. On its way. That one missing low. 2-1 now is the count here to Moore. Mizell on deck. She reached on an error but was left stranded when Jones had runners on second and third back in the 4th inning. Awaiting the 2-1 offering here from Donahue. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Scoreboard showing 1-2. And the home plate umpire agrees. 1-2 is the count. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout, as that is the 9th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Donahue. 1 away now, and this is going to bring Mizell to the plate. But you got to be careful here if you're DMAC. You got Sawyer on deck, and she was a verb away from putting one out of the ballpark in her previous at-bat. She doubled off the top of the fence. Mizell reached on an error, pops this one up. Second baseman, what a play! Makes a diving, running catch there. Tough play. That one was down for sure for a base hit, but instead, the outstanding play by Ironside robs Mizell of the hit, and now there's 2 away. Well, this is big-time softball here, folks. As we talked about it, 2 of the top teams in the country doing battle here, and it has lived up to the billing. Now this is going to be Sawyer, who doubled off the top of the fence. She's also struck out looking. 2 outs. Big moment of the game right here. Bottom of the 6th. That pitch outside for a ball. We talked about the prowess of Sawyer in the circle. She's just as dangerous at the plate. She's got an 0-1 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. No score. Donahue has been lights out as well. Her pitch, all speed, well ahead of that one was Sawyer. 1-1 now is the count. You know, 2 people we haven't given credit to today has been these 2 coaches calling pitches. They have done an outstanding job in this chess match throughout the evening. Back to the circle we go. Donahue gets the signal. Sawyer digging in. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Pitch on its way in the dirt. Blocked up. Nobody on base to really worry about in that situation. 2-1 now goes the count. So 2-1 is the count. Sawyer, the pitcher, at the plate here for Jones. Donahue in the circle is pitched to Jim. She's only given up 1 hit. That was a double to Sawyer in her last at bat. 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Donahue looking for the exit here. Sawyer trying to find a way to keep this at-bat alive. 2-2 is the count. Donahue will get the signal from the dugout. Now hits her stride and sets to deliver. Pitch on its way. This one lifted, right field. Going to go to the right side, and a foul ball. 2-2 will stay the count. And so Sawyer will make the trip back to home plate in this one. As we talked about, high drama here in the bottom of the 6th. No score. 2-2 is the count with 2 outs in the inning. Sawyer at the dish. She'll dig in. Donahue looks to her dugout. And time is taken here by the catcher. As looks like her mask may have come undone for a second, so she's going to get it reset here as we'll reset the call. You've got Wallace players crowding the fence out there in left field watching. ICC players crowding the fence here below me to my right. As they know this is a big pitch coming up here. 2-2 is the count with 2 outs. Pitch on its way. Off speed, swinging, strike 3. And Donahue with her 10th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. We've played 6. Still no score in this one. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. An instant classic brewing here between Jones and DMAC. No score in this pitching gym from both Sawyer and Donahue. Sawyer still in the circle here for Jones. She has recorded 7 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the day. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 10 have been tossed by Donahue. There's only been 1 hit in the contest, and that was Sawyer, who is pitching right now, and it was a double off the top of the fence. 0-1 the count here as this is McCudden at the plate. She fouls this one off for strike 2. 0-2 is the count. ICC and Wallace State up next, but they may have to wait a little bit. Still no score in this one. 0-2 is the count. Sawyer will dig back in, McCudden will dig back into plate. Sawyer will toe the rubber. Awaiting the 0-2 pitch here from Sawyer. Looks to her dugout. Gets it, now sets to deliver. This one popped up. It's going to be a foul ball, and we'll stay at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs as McCudden leading us off. I've got it as McCudden, Swanson, and Donahue scheduled up here, but we did say there was a change earlier in the contest last inning, I should say, by DMAC. We didn't get it reported to us up here, so we'll try to just double check and make sure everyone stays in the same batting order. 0-2 is the count. Sawyer's pitch, high, 1-2 the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. McCudden will dig back in. Pretty much just playing her straight away out in the outfield. Check swing, foul balls. We'll stay at 1-2. Good job finding a piece of that one. Don't believe if she would have made contact, wouldn't have called it a strike as she didn't follow through with the swing. But she was able to foul that one back just in case. So we'll sit at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, 0-0 is your score here in the top of the 7th. DMAC at the plate. That pitch missing low and outside. 2-2 now is the count. It's funny, both the Wallace coaches and ICC coaches are having to make their girls go get loose because they're wanting to watch this game as it has been intense since the opening pitch. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, first baseman boots it, and that's going to go for an error. tough play, but one that should have been made there. Each team now with an error in the contest, ironically both by the first baseman. We'll have a runner coming into the contest here for DMAC. Trying to pick up the number of the young lady entering the contest here. As this is going to be number 3. Number 3 entering to run here for McCudden. That is going to be Heron, Brienne Heron. We saw her play in the first game of the day. And this is going to be Swanson at the dish. No outs, runner at first. Top of the 7th inning, no score. Will DMAC try to get aggressive on the bases to get a runner in scoring position? They do show bunt. Popped up. Mizell comes in and makes the play. I wanted to pause before I said anything because didn't know how far the base runner had got off first base, but smart and a good job by the first base coach as well to get her attention to get back. 1 out. So the unsuccessful bunt attempt now will bring up Donahue. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of ground outs to third base. Boy, she would love to help her own cause here with the base hit. Swings on the first pitch she sees, and she drops it out in center field. The first hit of the game by DMAC, and ironically as well by their pitcher. So each pitcher has the only hit of the game here for both teams, and now the Bears are cooking with grease. They've got runners on first and second with 1 out. We will have a change made here of some sort. This is 24. Sawyers coming to the plate, so a new batter here is going to be Sawyers. She'll be batting in place of Traywin. So Sawyers will dig in. We saw her in the first game of the day. She had an electric bat as a pair of hits as well. We might be getting a new runner in the contest as coach from DMAC trying to get someone to pay attention to him. He keeps worrying me because he keeps stepping back as Sawyers is taking her warm-up chops, and he is getting awful close to her, taking her warm-up swings. So we will have another runner coming in this situation here, as this will be number 20 for DMAC coming into the game. Milanowski coming in. She also played in the first game today. Big time situation here for the Bears. 1 out. Runners on first and second. No score here. Top of the 7th inning. Sawyer in the circle. Had a chance to kind of catch her breath after that long exchange. Ball gets away. Runners goes. No throw. They'll advance on the pass ball. Well, now things get even more intense. Runners on second and third. We saw this for Jones earlier. And DMAC was able to get out of the inning with no damage done. Can Jones do the same? Shows bunt, pulls back, takes that for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Sawyers. So Sawyers at the dish for the first time here in the second game of the day for DMAC. Swings on that one, foul ball, strike 1. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No score here in the top of the 7th. Runners at second and third here for the Bears. Sawyer in the circle. Sawyer looking to the dugout to get the pitch call. She gets it now, is ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. That one called a strike. Maybe I saw into the future for a second. I don't know. 1-2 now is the count. Scoreboard showing 2-2. We'll wait to see after this pitch what the home plate umpire says. That pitch Just missing for a ball. We'll see if he shows. If he don't, that means he agrees. Yep, 3-2. So 3-2 is the count. First base is open in this situation, but you want to go ahead and find that Renaissance Bank strikeout if you're a Jones fan. And that's ball 4. So bases are loaded as Sawyers earns the walk. And now, right now, if you're Jones, it does open you up for a Little Caesars double play to get out of the inning. Forces the out at home. So you figure anything to the infield, the play will be at home. Anything up the middle, we'll try to turn 2 in this situation. 1 out. Top of the 7th, no score. This is Walker at the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch, a strike. 0-1 is the count. 1 out here. Runners all over the place. Ducks on the pond here for the Bears. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes that one for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Boy, I tell you what, you're playing against one of the best third basemen that I have seen this season in Mizell, charging in on that bunt attempt. We've seen some great plays out of her already tonight. 1-1 pitch. This time they don't go with the bunt attempt. They pull back, but then they take it for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Walker. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, no score. Top of the 7th. Bases loaded here for DMAC. Sawyer's pitch on its way. This one fouled back, and we'll do it all again at 1-2. So Sawyer will toe the rubber. Walker will take her time getting back in the batter's box here, wanting to collect herself. Bases loaded. 1 out. 1-2 is the count. Scoreless contest here in the 7th. This pitch fouled back off the netting, and we'll stay at 1-2 once again. So 1-2 stays the count here. Sawyer waiting for her to get in the batter's box. Pitch is low, blocked up nicely. Woo! That one gets away, we might have a run. Great job there. I believe that's Blakeney behind the plate. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Bases loaded. Sawyer's pitch. Swung on and missed. Bases, no, actually I'm going to say fouled off. So a foul ball there. 2-2 now is the count. Or excuse me, stays the count, I should say. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Walker at the dish, as we mentioned, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Sawyer getting set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. That is the 8th of the night there for Sawyer. Now Jones an out away for getting out of a bases-loaded jam here in the top of the 7th. So we go back to the top of the lineup with Nielsen at the plate. She's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Looks at that first pitch high for a ball. High drama here in Fulton. Bases loaded with 2 outs here on the top of the 7th of a scoreless contest between DMAC and Jones. Sawyer in the circle, gets the signal from the dugout. Now sets to deliver to Nielsen. This one hit to the right side. If it stays fair, it's trouble. But instead, a nice play out there in right field. And Jones gets out of the bases-loaded jam with no damage done. Do the Bobcats have some magic in the bottom of the 7th? We'll find out. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still scoreless here between Jones and D-Mac. 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for Jones. First pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Donahue still in the circle, rightfully so, here for the Bears. I've got this as Steverson at the plate, Fontenot and Jones scheduled up here in the bottom of the 7th. Jones looking for some walk-off magic here in Fulton. Off-speed pitch popped up. Pitcher calling everyone off and will make the play for out number 1. Well, I will say this, and on the unfortunate side of things, it wouldn't be the first time Jones has had some walk-off magic here in Fulton. As now with 1 out, this is going to bring Fontenot to the dish. She is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to the shortstop and most recently a strikeout swinging to end the 4th. 1 out. Donahue in the circle. That pitch missing outside. No, called a strike. And the way the umpire started the call, kind of lackadaisical there. Thought it was a ball, but said it did get enough of the zone for a strike. 0-1 is the count. That pitch outside for a ball. Evens things up now at 1-1. This is Fontenot. Then Jones is on deck. Jones is taking 2 for a ride down the left field line. Just unfortunately has been foul for Bobcat fans watching at home and here at the ballpark. 1-1 pitch on its way. And that one just crosses up Fontenot there, and that was a nasty pitch, folks. That was almost a double break type pitch. 1-2 now is the count here to the shortstop, Fontenot. Awaiting the 1-2 pitch here from Donahue. Fontenot fouls this one back. We'll stay at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on base here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 0-0 is your score. Well, this game has been everything you would want and then some when you get 2 of the top teams in the country together. 1-2 the count. Fontenot digging in. Donahue set to deliver. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. The 11th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Donahue. My goodness. This has been a pitching clinic shared between Donahue and Sawyer this evening. I believe it's been a total of 19 strikeouts in the game. Now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Jones, the right fielder. You got to be careful here. We talked about it. She's taken 2 for a ride, but have been just foul. Looks at that first pitch. Low and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Jones at the dish. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Still no score. Donahue gets the signal, now set to deliver. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-0 is the count. I tell you, I almost walked Jones. The way she's hit the ball today, she's already had 1 home run. As we said, she's barely missed 2 in this contest. I'd much rather roll the dice and let somebody else beat me here. 2-0 is the count. Donahue rechecking the numbers. Pitch coming. And that one missing low. Swanson thought it was a strike. 3-0 now is the count. Good eye on the part of Jones to hold off on that one. Feel like the red light will be on here for Jones. And when I say Jones, it's Jones playing for Jones. 3-0 is the count. She's walked twice today. Is that one right down the middle. And the red light was on there. 3-1 now is the count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jones at the dish, trying to spark a 2-out rally here to see if they can find something to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. Donahue, however, trying to find the exit. 3-1 pitch. That one right down the middle. 3-2 now is the count. We're just going to let the crowd reaction tell the story of this one as Donahue looks to the dugout. Jones at the plate. Donahue gets the signal. And here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop, scoops it up, throw across the way is just in time by a half a step, and why not? Let's play extra innings here. As we played 7, and it wasn't enough to figure it out in this one, we'll go to the 8th. But before we do that, we'll hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're heading to extra frames here in Fulton, rightfully so, as this has been an outstanding ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Still scoreless here. Both teams have had the opportunities. D-Mac had bases loaded in the top of the 7th, couldn't cash in. Jones went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom half, and now we're heading to the 8th. Sawyer still in the circle here for Jones. Showing bunt, pulls back, then lays it down, and that'll be a tag out. And we do have the international runner at second, so that works as a sacrifice bunt. So that should mean, I believe, Nielsen is at second, so she'll advance over to third. That's just one rule I don't like about softball. It looks like we got a new batter in here. This is going to be Bella Nielsen. She played in the first game we saw today. But these two pitchers have played so well up until this point. I say leave them off the bags and let's decide it the way it's always been decided, by who can come up with the timely hits. But either way it goes now, 1 out and a runner at third. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes that for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Top of the 8th inning. International tie-break runner is at third. Big swing and a miss there. Strike 1. Nielsen tried to park that one. And see, I'm with Kevin. Kevin, I didn't think it was supposed to be that soon. He's saying it shouldn't be in until the 10th inning. As that pitch missing low for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. I just don't like the call at all. I mean, you've got two pitchers that have been lights out today. No need to put them out there. Let the teams figure this thing out. This pitch foul back. 3-2 now is the count as the count goes full. So I do believe that is the case. So the person that got the last out starts at second. as she advanced by an Ironside sacrifice bunt. Full count here to Bella Nielsen. Checks her swing, and she'll draw the walk. So with one out in the inning, runners now on the corners here. And you feel like Nielsen all right, so Coach Robinson chiming in said in non-conference it's in the 8th. So Kevin, you're wrong. Chris is right. Shows bunt, attempts it, swing and a miss, strike one. Appreciate Chris Robinson, former coach at Jones, checking in and watching this evening. This is one of those, I'm sure Chris is at home like, man, this has been a great game, but he can sit back and enjoy it versus having to deal with the stress of being a head coach in this situation. That pitch high and inside, 1-1 now is the count. So non-conference games apparently is 8th inning. Kevin was saying in postseason also 8th inning as well. So that's some clarity on that. I just don't like the rule either way. 1-1 is the count with one out and the go-ahead run at third. Line shot over the head of the second baseman. And that will score the first run of the game. Clutch hit there by Palmer. Or no, excuse me, that was not Palmer. That was Nielsen with the hit. And so now it's 1-0. Runners at first and second here in the top of the 8th. Still one out here in the inning. Having to check numbers because there have been a lot of changes here of late. I've got this as Kelly at the plate. That pitch high. Nice job there by the catcher, Blakeney, to go up and climb the ladder and snag that one before it got away. All right, so I have missed somebody somewhere. As this is McCudden at the plate. So McCudden at the dish. She's got a 2-0 count. Big swing and a miss there. Strike one. So 2-1 the count. Sawyer asks for time. The umpire will give it to her. We're in the top of the 8th. 1-0. D-Mac with the lead here. Runners on first and second for the Bears. Jones getting set to deliver the pitch. Hard hit ball, and it's going to be a, foul ball. Boy, that was close. If that one stays fair, that was foul by inches, folks. Tough break there for D-Mac, because if that one stays fair, then you're looking at 2 runs coming around to score on that clutch hit there by McCudden. So that was Bella Nielsen batting in place of Kelly. I had a sacrifice bunt. I don't know if that was by Ironside or Palmer now. As 2-2 is the count. This flare to the right side, out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2. I don't have game changer for either one of these teams to be able to check how this inning started. Hint, hint, Kevin. 2-2 now is the count with one out. Runners on first and second. 1-0 D-Mac with the lead. Sawyer's pitch on its way. That one high, gets away, and runners will advance on the wild pitch. So runners advance on the wild pitch. I think Palmer may have had a single after that sacrifice bunt. As now the count goes full at 3-2 with one out. Runners on second and third. And that one high for a ball. McCudden draws the walk. Bases loaded here. And now high drama in this one. 1-0. DMAC with the lead, trying to extend their lead here with a base hit. Bases loaded and 1 out. Obviously, anything hit close, you try to get the force out at home. If you can turn 2 to get out of the inning, you do so as well. Infield in. That ball high gets away. And a lucky bounce there for Jones as that one comes right back to the catcher just a few feet away from home plate. Heads up play there by the runner at third to recognize that and get back. No advancing on the wild pitch there. So right now, if you're Sawyer, you take a little extra time. Catch your breath. Get refocused here. This is Swanson at the dish. Bases full of Bears. 1-0 is the lead here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. This pitch popped up. Left fielder's going to go over and will not make the play. Might have not been a bad thing that she missed that ball. Yes, you want to get that out, but the way her momentum would have carried her back within the ball, the runner would have had a pretty good shot at tagging up from third. One of those darned if you do, darned if you don't type situations there because the runner was looking to run, and Nielsen has tons of speed. 1-1 is the count. Thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Looking at strike 2, 1-2 now is the count. Bases loaded for the Bears. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. This has been an instant classic. I'm glad everyone's been able to tune in and check this one out this evening. Swanson at the plate. Swing and miss for strike 3. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. I've got that as 9 on the night for Sawyer. 20 combined between the pitchers in this one. 2 away now. And, man, if Jones could get out of this inning with minimum damage done with only 1 run scored, it would be huge. But right now, this is going to be Donahue at the plate. She had a single her last time up. Boy, she could help her own cause here with a timely hit. Swings on the first pitch. Shortstop gets it, tosses it over. Is it in time? Yes, it is! Are you serious? And the unfortunate slide there, the young lady from DMAC is down on the field. We're going to take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl?
How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Try some for yourself.
Yes.
No! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Good to see the young lady from DMAC get up and walk off on her own power. Not sure who the number was. If it's 21, she's actually, I don't think it is 21. I think it was 31 that was shaken up on the play. No, because Flanagan, unless she came in as a runner, was not in the game. You'd almost have to go back. Anyway, hopefully she's okay. And hopefully it is 21. Because if that's the case, she's out there in right field. And that's Kelly out there in right field. But either way it goes now, Jones will place the international tiebreaker over at second. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes that one for a ball. Well, DMAC was able to cash in the top part of the inning with their extra base runner put on here. This is Dale at the dish. Dale, Jackson, and Montana scheduled up here for the Bobcats. Lays down the bunt. Perfect bunt as the runner's able to advance to third. Low throw, but a nice scoop up over there at second. Boy, that was dangerous throw, but the runner does advance. So 1 out. Now here's an interesting stat about this. Even though the run scores, it goes towards the team ERA, not the pitcher's ERA. Figure that one out. And so now looks like a new batter coming into the game here for Jones. This is going to be number 5. I can get my roster pulled up here. That is Annalie Ashley at the dish. I believe that first pitch missed for a ball. Runner at third. 1-0 DMAC with the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Big healthy swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Jones with the tying run at third. DMAC trying to get out of this inning and get a thrilling win in this one in extra innings. That pitch paints the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. There is 1 out here in the inning. Boy, I keep saying this. I love the energy of this DMAC squad. Each time there's a pitch, no whether it's a ball or a strike, you see their infield coming in and trying to just give that extra energy to Donahue in this one. 1-2 pitch. Missing low. Blocked up nicely. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third, representing the tying run here for Jones in the bottom of the 8th. Donahue in the circle. Ashley at the dish here for Jones. Her first at bat of the day. That pitch in there for strike 3. The 12th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Donahue. And now with 2 outs, we flip it to the top of the lineup here. I believe this should be Montana at the plate here for Jones. Tying run at third. Right now, you don't want to let a ball get by you here, as both these pitchers have thrown a lot of pitches in this game. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-0 is the count here. I've got this as Montana. Can't really see those numbers on the front of the jerseys for Jones. 0-1 is the count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. As that is Montana at the dish. She's got an 0-2 count now. So now got to protect the plate here. Tying run at third in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Donahue in the circle. Looks to the side. Gets the signal from the coach. Checks her wrist and now is set to deliver. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. DMAC wins an instant classic here, 1-0 in 8 innings behind 12 strikeouts from Donahue. What a ball game this one has been. My, oh my, ladies and gentlemen. An instant classic between two of the top teams in the country this evening in Fulton. Your final score, 1-0. D-Mac gets the win in extra frames. Well, we're going to do it, shut it down here, and be back in about 30 minutes with the nightcap between ICC and Wallace here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.